So Matt, I have an idea that I think you'll be a big fan of.
Okay.
Now you're from the off-road world with Jeeps and you go rock crawling and all that stuff. You know, I've done a lot of work to this F-150 and the Raptor, and they're very similar, but obviously they're very different trucks too.
Yeah.
But I think we have the parts and the skill to where we can make this thing look just as good and perform like a Raptor.
Well, you know, I'm a fan of anything off-road, and obviously the Ford Raptor is one of those trucks that's just, it's way up there. But I've seen a lot of the parts on the website that can really transform one of these F-150s to make it look, and I think perform like a Raptor. So I say we get all these stock parts off this thing and get to tearing it apart.
Let's do it. Let's get rid of all that chrome up there.
All right, man. Now, a lot of people, including myself, are in that boat where we can't really afford a $70,000 truck, especially if you're gonna use it every day and actually do some work with it. But what I think we can do is add a few bucks to our almost stock F-150 and get this thing to perform much better and really close to what a Raptor can do. It's gonna look great, so I'm super excited to get this build started. We're gonna completely change the look of this truck and add on a lot of the features that the Raptor came with, plus make it look like a Raptor just to give it that kind of cool factor at the end.
So I've been working on these trucks for about the past 2 years. This one in particular, I've done a ton of work on, and I have been working on this red F-150 for 2 years, and I've been working on the 2017 Raptor for about a year. And although they are very different trucks, one is the Raptor and this is not a Raptor, there are a lot of similarities. They are both the 3.5 liter EcoBoost, and they're both extremely capable. And I'm pretty confident that, you know, we have quite a bit of parts that add Raptor styling to the F-150. I'm pretty confident that we can add Raptor styling and performance to this truck with a little suspension upgrade too. I think, you know, it's not gonna be exactly like a Raptor. You're not gonna have the long travel suspension, but I think we can make this just as capable and make you happy with your F-150 for a whole lot less than what the Raptor costs. R&P, baby.
I don't get it.
R&P.
So
There's a reason why every modern vehicle, most modern vehicles,
sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Ferraris, Lambos, Fords, R&P, baby.
Yeah, but I got one thing for you. Did that Ferrari help win the Second World War? My Jeep Wrangler with a good old Pittman arm did.
Yeah, well, times have changed.
Is this the new grill?
This is the new Raptor style grill.
Ooh.
This is probably what makes it look the most like the Raptor.
Okay.
It doesn't say Ford on it like
No.
the factory one, but it's got the style to it.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, that's one of the biggest things with the Ford Raptor is that front Ford fascia and the
It's
lettering.
like-
it's big.
It's intimidating.
It is. It is. And it's big. It's mesh. I mean, it's a nice grill.
Yep.
Well, let's get this thing cut open. I'm kind of excited to see what it looks like.
It's gonna look good. Yeah, let's get these headlight panels back on, and then we can move on to the bumper. This is a Raptor style bumper
Yeah?
for the 15 to 17 F-150. It's gonna make this thing look just like a Raptor. A lot of hard work we're putting in this thing.
A lot of hard work I'm putting in.
Hey, I'm putting in work too.
Keeping that stool stuck on the ground.
I'm gonna scare him real quick. I'll be right back. So Matt did a great job installing that Raptor bumper, but I'm sure many of you are thinking, you know, you just stitched a perfectly good bumper with fog lights, and now you installed a bumper that doesn't have any fog lights, so you just lost some function of your truck. Well, you're right on that, but that's why we have a solution in this box. What we have here is Raptor style fog lights. So we sell a ton of LED fog light kits for the newer Raptor, and this is a kit that's very similar to that for this Raptor style bumper for this truck. So we're gonna get even better fog lights, and it's gonna look like a modified newer Raptor. This actually comes assembled in the box. So this is gonna give us 2 LED cube lights on each side, which will be way better than the factory fog lights, and it's gonna look pretty awesome. So we're not losing functionality, and we're making it look like a Raptor at the same time.
Little thing that I've learned in my experience in the off-road world is that chrome won't get you home. So let's get this off. So while Freddy's out for the day, I actually scored us a set of these Raptor style side steps. Now these are gonna fit a 15 through 17 Super Crew F-150. It literally looks almost exactly like a Raptor sidestep. It's got a nice textured crinkle black finish. We're gonna throw on a set of these Raptor style ones, really get this thing looking like a Raptor even on the side now that we finished up that front bumper. We're going to have to ditch these factory wheels. Now these are great for the highway. They're great if you drive this truck on the street. They're gonna last a long time. However, if you wanna perform and look like a Raptor, they've gotta go. Now, we're lucky enough to have this wheel seized to the rotor, so we get to donkey kick it, which is pretty fun. Check these out. 20-inch Raptor replica wheels wrapped in a mud terrain tire. One thing that's going to save us some time on the back end of our F-150 is this bumper that we previously installed. This is an Addictive Desert Designs Venom style rear bumper. It's much stronger than the factory Raptor bumper on the rear, and plus it looks a lot better. It's going to retain all the factory parking sensors, as well as the lights, and even uses the factory hitch. It's a really cool design. Now there's a space right here. You can see there's a square cutout for some backup lights. We're gonna add on a set of some cubes into there, wire them into our backup light, and as well as a switch. This will be really nice for backing up on the trail. If you're towing something, you know, you can flick on those lights and give you a lot of extra light for that reverse camera to see.
And I love you.
Ah,
Yes,
I love you.
The fender flares on the Raptor are one of the more iconic pieces on that truck. They make it look a lot more wider, and they have those marker lights on the side. They definitely give it a really aggressive look. So we're going to be putting these Raptor style fender flares on our F-150 to make it more aggressive looking and make it look more like the Raptor.
So you were at Jurassic Park yesterday. How was that?
The food was really expensive. I saw 8 dinosaurs.
Yeah,
Wasn't really impressed.
The T-Rex egg is not worth it. All it is 2 hard-boiled eggs glued together. It's not worth it.
Yeah, we had the Tyrannosaurus Rex omelet, and it was disgusting.
All right, where's that flare, bro?
Imagine eating 25 eggs on a plate at once. It's about 3 inches thick.
So Matt was busy working on his Jeep, and I managed to install one of the wheel spacers up front. We got it on this wheel. What do you think? It's looking pretty flush.
It looks a lot better than without the wheel spacer, I can tell you that. It's almost flush with these Raptor style flares. I think it looks really good.
Yeah, we can go to the other side and I can show you how unflush it is. Why don't you come over here? So as you can see, this wheel is tucked in pretty far. It doesn't have the spacer, and on the driver's side, the wheel looked a whole lot better. So we're gonna get this wheel spacer installed on all 4 corners and make it look super good. So now I'm gonna make the inside of this truck look like a Raptor and feel like a Raptor by installing this Ford Performance Raptor steering wheel. We're gonna get this one off, and yeah, it's gonna look and feel a whole lot better in here. Now to make this thing look a little bit more like the Raptor, we're trying to get rid of as much chrome as we can because the Raptor doesn't have any chrome. So we're gonna remove these factory door handle covers and paint them black. They're pretty easy to remove. Open up the handle, pry it apart, and they pop right off. And we'll just spray these with some black paint.
There it is again. 2-time winner.
Well, Freddie, I told you I was gonna do it. Our friends at Hoffman Ford had a ruby red 2018 Ford Raptor.
Very nice. So the highest form of flattery is imitation. So let's take a look at the front of both these trucks and see how they compare. So obviously our F-150 isn't an exact clone of this Raptor, but I think we got it pretty close. Like the grills, very similar. We don't have that front camera, which is a super nice feature, but
Yeah.
super close. Bumpers are very similar too. Color's a little bit different, and unfortunately we don't have that skid plate, but the bumpers are pretty freaking close. And no fog lights though.
Yeah, honestly, the Raptor's missing a little bit of something right here. But
Yeah.
if you do have a Raptor, you've installed a bunch of those Raptor style and the fog light kits that go in here.
Yep, so the fog light kit that we have in our F-150 right there,
Yeah.
we sell a ton of them for the Raptor. So yeah, I think when you look at the front of these trucks, that really is the biggest thing that you notice
Yeah.
that's different. Chrome headlight versus black.
Absolutely.
But if they were the same headlight, the front of these trucks is so similar. To the untrained eye or just a quick glance, you'd think they're the same thing.
And honestly, like we said, if you're rolling down the road in that, you're not gonna notice a difference.
Yeah.
I mean, the hood though, the one difference in the hood is that bulge. And we can't cut our hood and put that in, because that's a little bit difficult to do, a little bit above our pay grade, I'd say.
The main structure is exactly the same. It's just that little
Which
plastic
looks cool.
louver.
I mean, you got to give it to it. That looks cool. It's functional too. So now on the side of the truck, Fred, what do we got going on the Raptor compared to our truck?
Well, unfortunately, the one thing we couldn't replicate are these massive fenders. This is one of the biggest pieces of the Raptor. They're like, what, 3 inches deeper?
Oh, if not more.
They make the truck super wide. Unfortunately, we couldn't replicate them or the vents here, but we did get very similar flares.
We did.
Which gives it a lot more attitude, and we got very similar wheels too. We got the Raptor style wheels. These are 17s, the ones we put on our 20s, so they do look different. You are going to get more tire sidewall with these, but you still get the styling with the ones that we installed.
We even threw a set of mud terrains on there, and what's down there too? I think we got some side steps on our truck.
So yeah, this Raptor does have side steps.
Yeah.
We installed Raptor style side steps on our truck. However, they're kind of styling off the first generation Raptor, so they're not mimicking these. It's from the first generation, but you're still getting that aggressive style.
Which obviously the first generation Raptor was a real game changer. So to have anything Raptor-esque on your truck, it's still really cool. And they look really close.
There's another thing on our truck that kind of mimics the first generation Raptor.
Yeah.
And it was kind of unintentional, honestly. When we did that Borla twin turbo upgrade, the exhaust that we put on looks just like the Raptor exhaust. It exits right behind the rear wheel. Looks super good.
And honestly, it sounds good too. So that's one of those things, you hear the little rumble inside the cab. No drone, but yeah, it's really awesome. Now, Freddie, one thing that's missing on the back of this truck, and every Raptor owner, truck owner, you gotta have some dirt back here.
Absolutely.
Now, Jordan back at the shop, he put our graphic on here. It says CJ Off-Road, and it's got dirt. Always matte black dirt, so we always look like we're out on the trail or off-roading.
Always staying dirty.
Oh yeah.
So we're in the interior of the Raptor, and this interior is amazing. It rivals some high-end luxury cars. This one in particular has the carbon fiber option package. It's got paddle shifters, all that goodness, leather interior. It's seriously amazing. Unfortunately, we couldn't replicate a lot of this, but we were able to steal one item from this interior, and that's the steering wheel.
You know what, Freddie? Both of these trucks look really nice. We got our F-150 super close to the looks of this Raptor, which I think is pretty cool.
It's not an exact clone, but going down the road, you could totally fool someone into thinking you have a Raptor.
Now, honestly, too, this is for the guy that has an F-150, you know, and are looking to do some mods down the road. You know, with a little bit of money and time and all the parts here at CJ's, you can put all that on and get it really dang close to what a Raptor looks like.
Now, you know, looks are only half of the equation. We have to see, how do these trucks compare against each other? Now, we did the turbo upgrade and the suspension. Why don't we take these things off-road, down the strip, and really compare and see how they do against each other?
Then it'll be an all-around comparison, so I'm really excited for it. Let's do it.
That'll be in the next video, though.
Yeah, the next time, we'll go out, get these things muddy, and then get them cleaned up, take them down the strip.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.